turns out Bill Gates says no to sharing vaccine formulas with global poor to end the pandemic. Health advocates blast Microsoft billionaire for saying patent protections on life-saving vaccines must remain. I thought this guy was a good guy. I thought he was one of the good billionaires. What are you? He's just a guy who wants to help people. That's all Bill Gates is. He's the richest guy in the world who wants to help. You know how the richest guy in the world is the nicest guy in the world? You guys don't know that?
You don't become a billionaire unless you're really, really charitable. Everyone knows this.
Yeah, you're not a cutthroat fucking capitalist monopolist at all whatsoever. Bill Gates is the villain from a dystopian script that got rejected because it was too boring. Bill Gates is the dude everybody avoids at a party, unless you need $1 million or something. Then you go right towards him. Bill Gates is like if a pyramid scheme had sex with a nap. Bill Gates is like if a screensaver had a personality. No. Bill Gates is like if his personality was a screensaver. Anyway, so how in the F did Bill Gates get to be the one to decide? That's my question, too. Why does Bill Gates get to decide about the facts for global vaccine? What the F and F? A person hoarding an obscene amount of money is in favor of hoarding other life-saving resources as well? Huh, shocker.
I'm noticing a trend.
That is amazing. It's almost like getting that amount of money requires screwing over a lot of people. Bill Gates, this is from Salad.com. Bill Gates, one of the world's richest men and most powerful philanthropists, argued that lifting patent protections on COVID-19 vaccine technology and sharing recipes with the world to foster a massive ramp-up in manufacturing and distribution is a bad idea. That's what Bill Gates said. Asked if he thought it would be helpful to have vaccine recipes be shared, Gates quickly answered no. Bill Gates, whose massive fortune as founder of Microsoft relies on intellectual property laws of billions of dollars in personal wealth, said, well, there's only so many vaccine factories in the world, and people are very serious about the safety of vaccines. So that's why he's going to... And so moving something that had never been done, moving a vaccine, say, from a Johnson & Johnson factory into a factory in India, it's novel. It's only because of our grants and expertise that can happen at all. I am the white savior. I am the white savior, the rich man in a cardigan, and I will save you and your brown people from the disease.
Bow down to me. Anything less is unsafe.
Anything less is unsafe. The reference is to the Serum Factory in India, the largest such institute in the country, which has contracts with AstraZeneca to manufacture their COVID-19 vaccine. The thing that's holding things back in terms of the global vaccine rollout, continued Bill Gates, is not intellectual property. You've got to do the trial on these things. Every manufacturing process needs to be looked at in a very careful way. He cares about your safety, Ron. He really cares about the safety of the vaccine. He doesn't care that 300,000 people are getting corona a day in India. He cares about the safety of the vaccine.
Yeah, he's got his talking points down.
They pledged to donate rights to their COVID vaccine, then sold them to pharma. Huh? Well, Oxford University surprised and pleased advocates in April by promising to donate the rights of its coronavirus vaccine to any drug maker. A few weeks later, Oxford, urged on by the Bill Gates Foundation, reversed course. It signed an exclusive vaccine deal. That means Oxford. So Oxford signed an exclusive vaccine deal with AstraZeneca that gave the pharmaceutical giant sole rights and no guarantee of low prices, with the less publicized potential for Oxford to eventually make millions from the deal. Other companies working on coronavirus vaccines have followed the same line, collecting billions in government grants, hoarding patents, revealing as little as possible about their deals, and planning to charge up to $37 a dose for potentially hundreds of millions of shots. Wow.
And it was funded by government grants, which means all of us.
Which means it should be public property.
Absolutely.
This should make it abundantly clear that philanthropy is a scam. It is a scam. Even a non-Gerhardas will tell you that billionaire philanthropy is a scam. Even the guy that the billionaire hires to tell you, to keep you from revolting, will tell you that philanthropy is a scam. Bill Gates could single-handedly end homelessness in America and still be the richest human on the planet, but he won't do it. So could Jeff Bezos. I've said this a million times. They won't do it. They just gave $20 billion. Joe Biden just gave $20 billion to the war machine, to Raytheon and people who make bombs and missiles. $20 billion that we don't need. We don't need $20 billion and more in bombs. That could end homelessness. Just like that. They won't do it. Bill Gates could end homelessness, $20 billion. He won't do it. Jeff Bezos could end homelessness, $20 billion. He won't do it. There are no good billionaires. That's tough.
Are you sure?
That's tough. I'm trying to think of one.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Nobody becomes a billionaire unless a lot of people get screwed over, at least indirectly. And when I say indirectly, who am I referring to? I'm referring to someone like a Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is a billionaire. Now, did Paul McCartney directly screw over people the way Jeff Bezos does, the way Bill Gates does? I don't think he did. Probably not. But did the music industry screw a lot of people over through, folks not getting the royalties that have gotten via systemic racism and stuff like that, where someone like Paul McCartney won in that scenario? Yeah, that happened. Is that Paul McCartney's fault as an individual? Of course not. But the industry in which he was a part of, if people don't get screwed over, other people don't become billionaires. It just doesn't happen. That's why there should be no billionaires. It shouldn't exist.
I'm all for that. I'm all for tax. We should have a maximum wage. I'm all for
big time.
I'm all for the maximum. Let's say the maximum wage, I don't know, $10 million a year. How about that? That's pretty good. I think everybody could live on $10 million a year, no?
I think folks could manage, yeah.
As opposed to Jeff Bezos, who's going to make about $50 billion this year, maybe $100 billion. Now let's remember, a million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 31 years. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and he's going to be a trillionaire. I mean, they're saying by 2026, he's likely to be a trillionaire. And what's stopping him from getting there? I mean, how much has his wealth increased as a result of the pandemic?
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a big upward transfer of wealth happening. As people are going broke, losing their health care, losing their jobs, losing their homes, guys like Jeff Bezos become a trillionaire. Isn't that weird? What a weird system we have. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.